My name is Flynn, and I'm an EDL 853 Special Education for Building Administrators this spring 2020 semester. Just a little bit about myself. This is my family. I've been married for 12 years to my husband, who is also an educator. I have two kids, a almost 9-year-old boy and a 7-year-old daughter. And they big important part of anyone's life, and couldn't do what I'm doing right now without them. Some of my experience in education is I started in Lincoln High School, which actually happens to be my alma mater, and I was there for 2 years doing the district distance learning director. I then went to Concordia. My husband got a job in Belleville, and I was the technology classes, and then I ended up being the technology director after a few years of working my way up. About that time, we had kids, and we decided that it was time to move closer back to home. So we ended up moving back to Lincoln, where our families are from, and that is I taught 1 year of math at St. John's Military School. I then was 3 years at Sylvan Lucas, which is about 15 miles from Lincoln, and I taught math over there. And then I was the technology director, business teacher for a year, and then fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go back to Lincoln, where we were living, um, and start my business career. And I'm also the athletic director. And I've been at Lincoln for 5 years now, and super excited to be at my alma mater, where I can watch my kids also grow and be raised through the same school system that I was. I'm currently working on my educational leadership license as well. So just a little quote I thought was good. If you desire to make a difference in the world, you must be the different from the world. We can't continue to always do the same things we've always done and continue to get the same results. So to talk about a little bit about inclusive behavior, what's the role of the administrator and what if it doesn't exist? So I think the school leader is one of the big proponents of inclusive conclusion and the role of encouraging others to do the same. You have to promote belonging in your building. You have to create unity. Everybody has to feel like they belong to something, that they're special, and without them being there, it wouldn't exist. Everyone has to feel like they are at their fullest potential and can reach their fullest potential in this environment. The school leader's role in developing all those things is making sure everyone feels important, including their staff. Most important, because then the staff will make the students feel important. I think it's also good to build those relationships with your students as much as you possibly can. Um, this is always going to take time, and it won't happen right overnight. It's a baby step. You're going to have to go through small stepping stones, take those small rewards and make a big deal about them. And then eventually, over a long period of time, you could potentially change the culture in which you are working towards. Advocacy. One of the important parts of being a leader, you have to be an advocate for all families. You have to have everyone feel that they are welcome and that they belong in the school district. You got to create families within your school, a sense of belonging. Encouragement is a big part of advocacy. Make people feel and that they're special, and recognizes all the successes, whether they're small or large. Everybody's success is going to look different. That can be done through an atmosphere of success. Exemplify those achievements, make a big deal about them, and those small achievements are going to turn into larger and larger ones. Again, this is a small step. It's not going to happen overnight. It will be a long road. And equitable. How do you make everyone feel equal? And I think that starts with a sense of belonging. People have to feel that they belong to your community, to your family, to your school. If you're not there one day, you are missed, and people feel that, and that's that sense of belonging. The biggest thing I think for kids to have that sense of belonging is being part of a team, being part of activities, getting them involved in activities around them, surround them with friends in those small groups that can make them feel part of something. And this community could be creating a community also around the school, which would it be your own community that your school is part of. Um, Family growth and support within the school, and that is with your staff and with your parents and your community, getting them in the building and showing them that everyone's important. And if you're not at school every day, it's a huge loss. And the last one is negative assumptions. How do you provide positive versus negative? I think the biggest thing you have to display and promote the positivity. When people do awesome things, they're positive. You need to promote that in your school. You have to change the mindset of people that are negative, or remove them from the environment in which they feel that they need to be negative. Um, and that comes with growth with all stakeholders who are involved. If the community has a negative feeling towards the school, then you need to get the community in your school so they can see the good things that you're doing and promote positivity in it. Here's some references. I'm super excited to be part of this class. I think special education is one of the important pieces in an administrator's role each day, and I'm interested and excited to learn more about it. So can't wait to meet all of you. Thanks for watching.